just getting up this morning, and we're going to walk outside to a quite miserable looking morning. Had pretty heavy rains all night. Not extreme, just rain. I am excited to see what transpired overnight, because Chuck, in fact, did sleep out with the horses all night. And I'm gonna go feed them right now. Y'all just excuse all that mess right there. Those are my wet clothes from yesterday. The RV was so clean, I did not want to take stuff in after I'd gotten saturated out here working. All right. I've not even had my coffee yet, friends. I was nervous about not getting live early enough, and then ended up running over into my dad's live. My dad likes to go live at 8 on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And there's been a couple of days that I've jumped in and ended up jumping on top of his live. My dad doesn't complain. My dad's just a happy-go-lucky man. But it's other people who complain. And we've kind of all talked about it. Hi, Barnadette, sweetie. Santana, do you mind being a lady, sweetie? I know we all get the itches. Can we just itch in private? Not on a live video? That would be nice. Hey, Barnadette. Morning, Chuck. I'm coming. And so my dad never complains, but it's people who complain. The thing is, you don't always, before you go live, guys, I'm going to have to sit you guys down just for a second. It's still barely getting daylight out here. There we go. There we go. Oops. I'm coming with y'all, guys. I'm coming. Just give me a few minutes here. And someone said it was probably Justin that left these. So I'll put a few of these in the mix as well. Some alfalfa pellets, cubes. There we go. All right. Let me grab you all to walk with me. Good morning and hi to hello. I see you're all waiting for me. I understand that you're learning the routine. Friends, Chuck, along with our rescue horses, Rita and Roman, are all learning to coexist together. And Chuck says, I'm about done living in that darn Chuck stop. That Chuck stop is just not for me. The Chuck stop's not for you. You can be a sweet boy if you want to be. He's like, I can be a sweet guy if I want to be. Come on. Come on, you sweet guy with this hay all over your face. Come on, Rita and Roman. We're going to feed you guys over here. Now, the hardest part about feeding them, what I have to do is very similar to what Jamie does. And I have to go get their feed troughs what I'm going to do, hold on, I'm going to feed all of you. I have to empty all the nasty water out first. So I have to go inside and get their feed troughs. I'm getting all the water out. I'm going to feed every one of you at the same time, okay? So you'll all get fed. But I got to get all the nasty water out of here. Y'all don't want sloshy, soupy water breakfast. Y'all want dry breakfast. I get it. Y'all deserve some good dry breakfast. All right, so here's for one of you. I don't care who. Chuck, don't fight over that, Chuck. Well, Chuck's gonna claim that one. Rita, here's yours over here, sweetie. Rita, settle down. There's Rita's. Roman, you can come. Rita, I don't care. Everybody can get one. They're all gonna be the same. Over here, sweet Rita. I'm just gonna push these under the fence. All right. Don't scratch your eye, sweetie. So what you can see over here is Rita, Roman, and the Chuckmeister are all sitting here having their breakfast together. And it was cute because last night they all slept there in the Coliseum together. So in a weird twist of fate, Chuck has become the new gladiator. He's the new gladiator, buddy. Chuck is your new gladiator. Is he a pretty good fighter? Okay. Chuck, can I have a peek at you? Old curly top. Can we have a look at you, old curly top? You look like you're a mess. You look like you're a mess, you old curly top. But you like hanging out with them horses. They're not too bad. You're like, they don't bother me too much. He goes, that Rita, though, is a fiery one. That Rita's a fiery one? And yes, she is. Chuck likes being a Roman. He likes being a Roman gladiator. I'm going to leave y'all here to watch Chuck eat while I go get their hay. Is that okay? I'm going to make sure I'm not zoomed in. I'm going to put this piece of concrete over here to hold my phone up like that. I'll be right back. drop something off for you here. Chuck, if you'll come over here, I'm going to drop a few muffins in your plate. I tossed a few muffins in your plate, sir. Well, Chuck has become more of a force to be reckoned with when it comes to eating. And he's not pushing Roman and Rita around. You got an itch too, bud? You got an itch? You got an itchy? He's like, no, I just wanted some of this green hay. This green hay is very nutritious. And my Uncle Jeffy always told me to eat my greens. My Uncle Jeffy always told me to eat the green stuff to make my plate look like a rainbow for maximum health. I gotta have max health, don't I, Daddy? And I'm like, yes, you do. You need max health. You don't need a bunch of sugary, starchy grains. There's no max health in that. That's actually very healthy. I included the alfalfa cubes that Justin left. Chuck, I'm going to toss over one of these muffins in your bowl, okay? Are you huffing and puffing mad? He's like, I miss the Pennsylvania weather. You don't miss Pennsylvania weather. You do not miss Pennsylvania weather. Now, you need to hush it up. Yeah. Okay, well, whatever. I'm going to toss a muffin there for him. Rita, there's another bowl over there, sweetie. You don't have to share with Roman. They're really good about keeping their distance. Rita is the only one who likes to antagonize, if you know what I mean. Rita will sometimes antagonize Chuck. But you know what? Isn't that true about life? There's always an antagonist. She found the muffin. Sweetie, look. You smell that muffin in there? There you go, baby girl. There's always going to be an antagonist. And what you guys may not know, and I don't want to get weird on you and talk about literature, but in every in every fictional story, look out, Roman, here comes Chuck. He wants to have a poke at you. Now, what you saw right there was a little bit of malice. That was a little bit of malice where Chuck's like, you know what? I'm not trying to hurt you, but I just want to jab you right behind so you'll move because I want to eat this hay, but I'm nervous about you being behind me or being right there in front of me with them big old legs that can hurt me if you kick accidentally. So do me a favor, you big muffin man, and move it. And Chuck is a big galoot. He's our big galoot in this pasture, okay? He goes, also, I want to see these other cows who are over here and see what they're up to. I'm going to drop these muffins in this bowl. You may not want to eat because you're full. But if you do want to eat, there's 2 muffins in there, okay? There's 2 muffins in that bowl since you love you some muffins. He goes, I'd rather be eaten by hand. Gosh darn it, Chuck. I don't want to feed you by hand. I'm not going to feed you by hand very much longer. That's it. You have to learn to be a bull. You have to learn to be a bull, not a boy. You're not Pinocchio, okay? You're not Pinocchio. You're a bull, not a boy. Thank you to the sweet person. I can't read. I don't have glasses. Claire, who just joined our membership. Thank you, Miss Claire. Chuck, you're not a boy. You're a bull. Go act like a bull. Moo. Go like moo. Walk around, you know, scratching your man parts and stuff. Do what bulls do. Look out, Reedy's coming your way, sweetie. Y'all watch. All right, so what I've done here, he's coming back your way, Roman. Poor Rita and Roman, they thought they had it made. If you're upset about Rita and Roman having to move around a little bit to get food, guys, there are 3 food troughs out that I've tossed over, along with, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This will be 6 flakes of green alfalfa hay. So I can promise you that no one is going hungry, okay? Don't let that be your worry. No one is going hungry. There's still grain in all of the food troughs. I'm not giving you any more muffins. He's like, come on, muffin man, I'll sing. Do you love the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man? Yes, I love the Muffin Man. We're not going to do that, Chuck. You're going to be a bull. You're going to be a bull, gosh darn it. You're going to be a bull. Thank you, Miss Layla Liberty. I appreciate you guys. I don't like, I tell you what, I've never been comfortable with the whole membership program. It's done so much for us on the sanctuary. There have been so many things that we've gotten done that we would have never been able to have gotten done without the Facebook supporters. And as of right now, that's the only way Facebook is making us, hey baby, what's wrong? Don't be scared. Chuck's just over here to love. He's not looking for a fight. That's what I don't want to have happen, is the introduction of a new animal change the dynamic of what we already have. Now, we all know Rita and Roman. This is our little feisty one over here. Everyone knows that. But we also know that Chuck can't just stay cooped up in that little tiny lot forever. So he's been doing so good. Both Rita and Roman have been very curious about him. They've been wanting to know more about, you know, who he is and what he's all about. So a couple of days ago, I did go ahead and open the gate to let him out. That was Saturday, the day as soon as Justin and Jeff and Lauren left, I went ahead and let him out. I gave them time to love him from between the fence, the gate, and then as soon as they were gone, I let him out for an hour, and we all watched. Oh, he gets a little cough. We all watched as he walked around the pasture here for an hour or so. And then whenever I was ready, I called him back in. And then I locked him back up inside the lot where I felt like he was safer, the horses were safer, I was safer, our fences were safer, and all the things. And then yesterday, Sunday, I came out yesterday early and let him out, and we gave him about 4 hours out. He was out for the entire morning. I made a lot of wonderful videos. I'll post those today. Man, he made his way down along this other fence line, hollering at these girls across through the fence over here. He walked around by the pond. He made his way along the tree line. And I was here to observe and watch. But whenever I had to leave to go get Lex and take Lex to his mom's house, I went ahead and put him back in because I did not want him out while I was gone. And then last night when I got back, I was going to watch the football game. And so I went ahead and come back out to let him out to eat the way they're eating right here, right now. The same way they're eating here. I thought they could all eat together. And they're sitting here eating. And I'm like, you know what? They're getting along fine. At some point, I saw Chuck walk over here into the Coliseum and he laid down. And I'm like, I'm not going to get him up. I'm not going to get him up and run him back into his lot. He was over here. The horses were over here. It was kind of drizzly rain, so they were all in here together. And I'm like, I'm not going to make him run back to that lot. Even though it's a lot more secure and we'll have to use that for when we load him and stuff, I'm not going to put him back in that lot. He's doing fine with the horses. He's not being mean to them. They're not being mean to him. They're all learning to get along. They're bunkmates, y'all. They're friends now. And so I said, I'll go ahead and leave Chuck out overnight. He got a little bit of a cough. You okay, buddy? And then that could, if that's anything, it's just a little bit of a cold he picked up from traveling in that cold air all the way down from Pennsylvania to Texas. But no, so then I went ahead and let them out overnight, and then I came out several times to check and shine my light, and they were all in the barn there. They're just all doing their different things. Roman's standing here, Rita's laying here, Chuck's laying over there. And so they had their first night together here in the Coliseum, and they got along fine. And then when I went live this morning, I walked out and, well, of course, you saw from the beginning of the live, they all came out together to eat. And here they are now eating. So they're going to be fine. I'm going to go ahead and take my side-by-side back over to park it, feed Barnadette. Because if I don't, we're supposed to get more rain today. Nothing heavy. You don't have to worry about heavy rains. That's why I wanted to go ahead and get these guys fed earlier so you could see that happen. I love you, Chuckster. You know what I'm going to do is just park it over here. That barn gate is closed on me, and I don't want to drive through there and park it, so I'll just park it right over here. If you hold on, I'll show you our rain gauge and see how much rain we've gotten. I know what you're going to say. Lester, Jamie hates it when you park there. Jamie does. Jamie hates it when I park over here. She wants me to make sure this is only for the RV, and we want to set up a table and have a nice little setup. So look at here. This is interesting. So it's not even an inch of a rain, but overnight we got about 3/4 of an inch of rain. So 3/4 of an inch of rain overnight, which is great for our ryegrass. Morning, neighbors. Good morning, you old bunch of riffraff. We do love you, but y'all are a bunch of riffraff. Well, if you need to go ahead and go, then by all means, go ahead and go do your thing. What I'm going to do, though, is walk in and make me up a pot of coffee, have me a cup. I'll be more than happy to sit with you and answer any questions you may have. If you want to talk a little bit. But listen, seriously, if you want to go, that was the gist of our video this morning. That was the gist, just kind of show you how I'm leaving Chuck out. The lot gate is open. He can go in if he wants to his own loafing shed. But as of right now, he's really enjoying having access to the entire pasture. Thank you, Miss Lisa. Lisa just joined our I'm a Survivor Club. In case you guys are wondering what that is, let me get inside here and I'll talk more about it. Y'all want to sit by the fire? You all want to sit here by the fire today instead of sitting over there on the table? Would this be okay? Let me get my coffee going first. You give me a moment or so to get my coffee brewing, and then we can sit by the fire. That would be nice. And I'm not saying romantic. We're not looking for romance here. But it is a little bit romantic. I think it's romantic even if it's not your partner. It's okay to have a little bit of romance in your life. It's okay to have some romance in your life, right? Like, not romancing me, but romancing the idea. Picture that. So you're not romancing me. You're just romancing the idea of sitting by a fire. Even though it's an electric fire. It's not even real. You don't smell the smoke. You don't smell the fire. You don't feel the heat of a fire. So it's not that kind of romance, but it's just kind of a nice moment to sit by the fire with a friend and have a chit chat, a little discussion. All right, we'll let that brew for a moment. And then let me find me a pair of glasses. Oh, I do have a pair in my pocket. And as we come over here to the fire, I will pull out my glasses. Yeah, so I was sitting right here last night when I saw the saddest thing in the fact that our Buffalo Bills lost to the Kansas City Chiefs. And that was hard. But you know what? We have to be honest with ourselves. I know that not many of you guys watch football, but I think that many of you guys have to understand that there really is greatness happening in the fact of a football team who can find themselves going to the Super Bowl year after year after year after year. There's greatness in that. And instead of us sitting here pouting and whining over the Chiefs, the Chiefs, the Chiefs, instead just recognize that there's true greatness happening. Um, why is everybody saying SFF? Good morning, Christina Matthew. Thank you so much for the membership, sweet lady. I hope to be able to find enough additional content to bring you all. What I used to do is play trivia, and I would play trivia with it was just, the whole point of trying to do additional content behind the scenes. It's a chance for me to hustle harder. I have to hustle harder to find something extra to give to those who give to us. It's like a gift for a gift. So $2 or $3, whatever the price of that membership is, may not seem much, but it does add up, and it allows us to do stuff. And so I try to find ways to bring behind the scenes content, additional content. And what I used to do is play trivia. I would like to start doing that again with our Facebook supporters and our YouTube members. The reason I say supporters and members is because it's different. On Facebook, they call those folks supporters, and on YouTube, they call them members. But we had to just learn not to argue. That was kind of what happened on Facebook. It began to become a lot of arguing and fighting, and that made it where it was no fun. Thank you, Marianne. Marianne, that was sweet of you, sweet lady. And you don't want to make it where it's no fun for people. Win or lose, it's still fun to see, kind of test your knowledge of trivia questions. And all of my trivia questions were based on things that either happened that week around the property, or possibly an occasional question of what happened back in time, to see who've been following along for the longest. And it was always fun. And then what I would do is send out some merch. I would send out a shirt or a bag or a hoodie to our weekly winner. Now, I am going to say that there were times when I had to send stuff overseas that ended up costing more than I made. So we'll have to find some limitations. But we do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 7 totes up in our loft that's full of merch. And thank you guys for the gifts. Judy, thank you, sweet lady. And then Jody's that Jody? Judy. I would try to go up and try to find a shirt, try to find something to send off to somebody who was who could, get them a win. Guys, don't look at me in the reflection of that TV, please. I'm just trying to find a way to sit comfy and sit gentlemanly, because otherwise I'm going to open my legs up and put my hand to my crotch, the way all men do. So I'm trying to get you on the fire there. So when I first put my glasses on, what I saw were a whole bunch of, hey, Miss Gail, that was a sweet little emoji you sent. It looks like a little fox holding a heart. So I've enjoyed the romance of the fire, the fake fire, sitting in front of an electric heater with a fake fire, but hey, and we're about a cup of coffee, and there's something special about that. But when I first come on, I saw a whole lot of people who were typing SSF or SFF. And I'm sure that must mean Steinmetz Family Farm. Thank you, Miss Connie. Connie, did I miss somebody else a minute ago? I'm going to back up a little bit. So have y'all ever heard of that game? Can anyone? Kathy, Miss Kathy. Can y'all remember the game that we used to play? It was an online game. Elizabeth, thank you, ma'am. But it was an online game that we used to play, and I had a subscription to it, and it was one that I play with my classes a whole lot. Kahoot. It was called Kahoot. Yes, friends, it's called Kahoot. And so Kahoot was a whole lot of fun. It was a way for me to generate some questions, and then we could play it online. So instead of me sitting here on my phone asking a question, I would actually turn my phone towards the TV screen, and it would ask the questions. And then you all would do the answers on your own device. And that was a whole lot of fun. And that way it kept score for me. It kept a tally for me. It let us all know who was winning, who was losing. And that was so much fun. I love that. But there was a time whenever we noticed that the same lady was winning every single week. Her name was Dana, and she was a sweet lady, and she was so smart. And every single week, Miss Dana was winning. And I'm not upset about that. Thank you, Miss Christina. But y'all, please don't feel like there's an obligation to do stuff like that. But, guys, I'm going to sneeze. Can y'all give me one? I don't know how Justin kept doing that. Justin and Jeff were both sick while they were here. Sarah. And they would somehow have a way to put it on mute while he would sneeze or cough, and then take it off mute. And I wish I could see enough to figure out how to do that. Thank you for the bless you. Thank you, Judy. All right, guys, from this point on, let's everyone stop doing that member thing or that stuff, because it's making me distracted, and I don't want to be able to talk to you all, and I can't talk if I'm distracted. I just want to answer some questions. I just want to tell you how much we appreciate you, how much we love you, and how blessed we are to have you. And it's absolutely a pleasure of ours to be able to host Chuck and see him begin to adapt to life here in Texas. And, you know, having his first overnight sleepover in the Coliseum, where he had lights and a warm bed. And then seeing him wake up this morning, and he's still out right now sharing breakfast with both Rita and Roman. And I love that. But he's doing wonderful. And now they're all going to start walking the fence lines together, just having a look about. Roman's probably saying, "Follow me, Chuck. I'll show you where everything's at." And Rita's like, "No, follow me, follow me, follow me, me. I'm first. Let me go first." Knowing Rita, she always has to be first. But no, we would play that Kahoot game, and then it ended up to where that same lady, Sweet Dana, forgot her last name, was winning every single week, y'all. And she's from the UK. And so everyone was getting mad because they kept screaming that Dana has something on her phone. I forgot what they call it. Maybe some kind of something special on her phone where she was able to see the questions before everyone else could. And so, because as soon as the questions popped up, Dana was popping in her answer. It was like she already had it marked. And I don't know about different things you can do on your phones. I don't know how some people can get a signal faster than other folks. I thought that it all depended on my signal. But yeah, they had a hard time. So it ended up being so much arguing, and I was not going to tell Dana she could not play. She's a sweet lady. I just thought that she knew so much about the farm and about the videos and the sanctuary. Catherine says, Dana was good. She had a quick hand. I think so too, Catherine. I really don't like to think that there was any kind of way that anyone could cheat at that game. Dana was just so darn good. You know, but I'll tell you something. Her name was Dana Piffring, P-F. I don't know how you would pronounce that. Now, she's from the UK. Dana Piffring or something. She was amazing. She was just amazing. But I would like to try to think of some ways that we could do stuff. And then what I also did as far as behind the scenes, for the Facebook supporters, I would take them out with me when we would work with Rita. Not every single day. Sometimes you really do need both of your hands. But I would sometimes take my security camera and I would play footage that I recorded of training Rita, working with Rita, lunging Rita, leading Rita, desensitizing Rita. Thank you, Miss Rosie. But remember, I told y'all to stop doing that. I love you, Miss Rosie, but y'all stop doing that. Because I don't know how to receive a gift. I've never learned how to receive. Maybe a drawing once a month. Hold on. That's a good idea. Hold on. Maybe a drawing once a month from all the supporters and members to do a random drawing. That wouldn't be a bad idea. But here's my only question. How do I get a list of those people? Because I don't know where you could ever find a listing, because I have a randomized chooser. I do have a random chooser. I just don't know how I would actually get a list of those folks to input into my randomized chooser. Hey, is Jeff here? Someone says, Jeff, how's the Argo doing? Jeff has a video on YouTube now. Okay. Well, whenever I'm done with you all, and that has to be pretty soon, I will go check that out. But my dad's going to start his live pretty soon. And so let me grab my cup of coffee and have my first coffee clink with you all. I'd love to have my first coffee clink of the day with you all. This is a good, yeah, you know what? Let's have this mug over here. I like this special one. This is that new one I got last week. I have some really special mugs. This is that special mug that looks like a coffee lens. It's not. I'm a coffee lens, a camera lens. I slept myself in that man bed last night. And you know how I did it? With no sheets. No sheets whatsoever. Lester did a total man move and slept right on top of the... I didn't even use any sheets. Lauren, like a weirdo, took all the sheets off. Pillowcases, sheets. She took everything off and rolled it up so we could wash it. And she left me with no sheets on there. So last night, I get ready to go to bed. I'd already had my nighttime concoction. I'm drowsy. I don't know what's what or who's who. Give me a moment. I'm sitting there drowsy. I already had my nighttime concoction. I'm ready to crash. And then all of a sudden, I go to the bed, and there's no sheets. There's no sheets on it. And I'm like, I don't even care. So I just went ahead and just pulled the comforters out of the way, crawled right on top of the mattress, covered myself up, and I slept like that. Now, I asked Lauren, I says, what'd you do that for, you weirdo? Why'd you do all that? She goes, you don't want to sleep on the same sheets as somebody else. I'm like, yes, I do. Yes, I do. That's you and Justin. I want to sleep there. I want to cuddle. I want to smell you guys. Okay, that's a little weird. I didn't say all of that to her. I did not say any of that to her, actually. I'm kidding with you all. Guys, have you not learned yet that I'm quite the jokester? Maybe I'm not funny to you, but I'm funny to myself. I'm funny to myself. Anywho, coffee mugs up. This is a cheers and a coffee clinks to you all. Clink, clink. Let's have ourselves a sip of coffee. Now, you've probably already had a couple of cups. It's so hot. It is so hot. It's a nice 65 degrees inside the RV, though, this morning. Feels wonderful. Feels great outside. I will walk you out one last time for a peek at Chuck. I'm not reading any more comments. I'm leaving my glasses inside the RV, where I will come back and finish my coffee And then I will also watch the replay of this live and see how many dumb things I did. How many dumb things did Lester do during this particular live? I'll come back in and check all that out momentarily. All of those will go home to be watched today. All right. We're going to come back out. Oh, I never said hi to Barnadette, did I? Guys, you almost let me leave without saying hi to Barnadette. Hey, Chuck. Hey, Roman and Rita. Y'all look how sweet. They're like, what's the plans for today, Dad? What's our plans for today? Any field trips? Are you going to work with Rita? Are you going to take Rita out to run her around and let her roll in the grass? No? Too wet for that today. I don't want you to slip down, Rita. I don't want to have you slip down, sweetie. Roman's like, see, Rita, you're not working today. You're going to stay with me and keep me warm. Hey, Chuck, I'll be there in a few minutes. I'll probably bring some muffins. Guys, this muffin thing cannot go on forever. This muffin thing cannot go on forever. Hi, sweetie. Good morning, love. You so hungry? This muffin thing, at some point, we have to put an end to all of... Wow, someone finally ate some dry food. I'm so proud of you for eating your dry kitty food. That's a good girl. You can't live on wet food alone, sweetie. At some point, a girl got to have her dry food too. But this is only a morning snack. Wet food is a morning snack. And then you have... stop biting me. Why do you always do that, weirdo? You don't bite the hand that feeds you, Barnadette. You don't bite the hand that feeds you, sweetie. They never taught you that in the wild? Barnadette, stop showing your hind to everybody. People don't want to sit there and look at Barnadette's hiney. No one wants to look at your hiney, sweetie. Let's see you, not your hiney. All right. Barnadette, time for me to sing my song. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. All right, Barnadette. There you go. You are good. Barnadette's going to be fine. She has her dry food and her wet food. All right, baby girl, you're going to be good. Meow, meow, meow. Okay. That's the Barnadette morning song. Guys, everybody needs a song. Everybody needs themselves a song. Even you. So that's going to be where I'm going to leave you with a question. There's a train coming. Y'all just ignore that train. But everyone answer this one question before you leave. What is your theme song? What is your life theme song? What is the theme song of your life? This will be some fun reading. And if you want to say why, that would be great. What is the theme song of your life and why? Living on the Edge? Was that from Bon Jovi? No, I'm thinking about Halfway There. Oh, we're halfway there. Oh, living on a prayer. Take my hands and we'll make it, I swear. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 2 and 2. And then 2 for Chuck. Oh, living on a prayer. Living on a prayer. Okay. Hey, big guy. Hey, you big guy. Did you eat all your food already? There you go. Do you love this muffin man? The muffin man, the muffin man. Do you love the muffin man who works at the jail ranch? Rita loves the muffin man, the muffin man, the muffin man. Rita loves the muffin man, works at the jail ranch. And, oh no, y'all stay here, here. Y'all stay here, look, stay here. Chucky loves the muffin man, the Chucky man, the Chucky man. Roman loves the Chucky man. Sorry, I said that all wrong. Chucky loves the muffin man, the muffin man, the muffin man. Chucky was the muffin man who works at the jail ranch. Who works at the jail ranch. Chuck, I know you can sing better than that. God, did I just give you that voice? Did I just give him that voice? I am so sorry, Chuck. Rita, put your ears pretty. Put your ears pretty. Roman, don't knock them out of my hand. I can't lean over with my coffee mug. Now, look what you've done, Roman. I just spilled my coffee all over this muffin. Here, Rita. That's all. No more. Y'all go away. All right. Thank you all for watching. We love you so much. We're blessed to have you. We are loving on Chuck today. Give a smoochy. Smoochy to all your friends. Smoochy, smooch to all your friends. We have to start treating him like a bull. Chuck becomes a bull today. Today. No more pampering. No more coddling. Y'all don't believe that, do you? Y'all don't believe that for a minute, do you? I'm gonna man up. Lester's gonna man up and teach him how to be a man. A bull, to be exact. I have to, y'all. I have to. Oh, look at them. They're friends. You guys be sweet today. I love you. And I love you all too. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day. And I promise you, we'll see you again today. You know I can't stay away for very long on the Longhorn Lester channel, though. We have to balance it out, y'all. We have to balance it out. Have a fun day and have a, just sorry about Josh Allen. Just so sorry for him. He deserves a Super Bowl so bad. Buffalo deserves Super Bowl so bad. But anyway, it is what it is. Go Eagles! Go Eagles! Fly Eagles! Fly Eagles! Come on, fly Eagles, y'all. Let's root Eagles. I'm tired of the Chiefs. But whatever. All right. Thank y'all for watching.